Hi, and welcome to my review of the Motia and their own brand Craftride 33 litre bags. There's a very big lack of bags in the UK at the moment. I don't know if it's due to the pandemic. In a minute, I'll cover why you can't get Viking bags here at the moment. So this video is going to be split into an unboxing, how I fitted them, the modifications I needed, and my overall view of the bags. Spoiler alert, I actually think they're okay. They don't seem too bad. So let's go to the Motia website and have a look at them. Okay, so here we are at the website, and the first thing you'll notice is it's natively in German. And if you want to actually use it as an English speaker, you need to convert yourself into English. Luckily, there's a drop-down box that will allow you to do this. And then you can convert to English like I've just done. You then select your bike. Most of the bits they sell are generic, so even though I've selected my bike, it still brings up most of the same bits, but it just takes away that kind of, that issue of will it fit. You'll notice there's discount codes everywhere. I think I ended up with like a 20% discount in the end, which is better than the discounts shown here. You can see I'm going to Chopper Luggage. If you just Google for discounts, there's plenty of them out there for this site. Into Chopper Cases. So remember, this is directly converted from the German, so some of the English can sound a bit weird. And then you scroll down, and there they are with the fitting kit. They both seem to have the fitting kit, but one has the picture and one doesn't. So I ended up paying just over 300 euros, despite them being 350 euros on the site. This includes postage to the UK, even though it says that doesn't include shipping costs, but I got them for 300 odd. So here we are going through the pictures, and you can see they helpfully give you the dimensions. And once you have the dimensions, you can kind of work out if you think they'll fit or not. Obviously, there's a bit more work to do. There's a picture of the fitting kit. I'll cover the fitting kit in more depth later. There you go. You can see them on a bike. I don't think that's a Harley. It's hard to tell. But either way, it doesn't matter, does it? So yeah, they're showing them on a suitable bike. And if you scroll down here, you can see there's a PDF with the instructions, which is handy because they don't come with any instructions. So here we are on the instructions, the pictures of the parts. And now let's have a look at Viking bags in the UK. So if you want Viking bags in the UK, which is what I wanted, I was really impressed by the brand, I like their website, etc. There's only one place that seems to sell them, which is this motorcyclehouse.co.uk. But as of 2020, when I tried to do this in the summer of 2020, this is a dead website. So it will send you emails, it's got a social media presence, but there's nothing behind this. So I'm not it may have been a legitimate business years ago, but these days this is an empty shell. You cannot order anything from here. So the prices do seem a bit low, but that's because this website hasn't been updated. It will let you add stuff to the car. It's a fully functioning website. It even says there's a customer service number, which if you phone, by the way, just goes through to some bizarre voicemail type thing. You can add stuff to car. It all seems to work. You can even try and click on the PayPal link, but it will just crash and crap out. You can't actually PayPal. You can't use your credit card. It just does not work. So it will say it takes you to PayPal, but it absolutely doesn't. So your best bet is to avoid this website and don't mess around with it, because this website does not work. Or it certainly didn't when I tried to order. It looks like it does, but avoid. So comically, I reported this to vikingbags.com and told them that, by the way, your UK supplier is dead or not working. And I got nonsensical scripted results back from two separate salespeople there. I then raised the complaint and said, guys, you need to be aware that your website's dead. Your UK seller is not working. Again, I got more scripted rubbish back. So I've tried to tell Viking Bags. Last time I looked, they were still recommending people go to this website on their homepage. So they're just useless. Anyway, Viking Bags now seem to have removed from their website the link to this one, so that's good. They still show a Union Jack on there, which is a bit logical. Anyway, let's go back to the Craftride bags. I'm now going to open them up. Apologies for some of the bad camera angles here, but you can see the bags, and that's the most important thing. And I'll show the contents, etc., that you can't see in this video in a few minutes, so you will get to see everything. Yeah, these are the only bags really available to me in the UK, hard bags at the moment. I don't know if it's due to the pandemic, or I don't know if it's just how it is. But let's have a look at them. These are 300 euros by the time they're delivered. The website's a bit frustrating. you need to find the discount codes, otherwise you end up paying over the odds, and you've got to hope you find the right discount code. Anyway, let's have a look at them. So the box turned up in good condition. They arrived in 4 days. That's from Germany to the UK. Can't argue with that. Very quick. Seem to be fairly well packed. There's a thingy sponge there. Both of them look fairly good. Big. So this is going to go on my Harley Davidson Fatboy one. Take it. Should we take? How should we do this? Let's put these here. I'll move the box up way. We're going to look on the table. Okay, so that's all the stuff shifted. Let's have a look at this in here. This is the fitting kit. So remember, these aren't cheap, right? This is 300 euros, which is at the moment £300. These fittings look alright, they don't look bad. Yeah, these are reasonable thickness. And this is the bar that is hidden inside your mudguard at the back. Don't know if this will actually fit on my bike or not, but okay, let's have a look at one. Packed all the bits, it all seems to be there. These seem to be of fair quality. Bearing in mind these were 300 euros delivered. Seem okay. Fairly thick metal brackets, seems all right, and they don't come with any instructions, so you have to go to the Motia, if that's how you say it, website, and you've got to print them out. And I've got a fairly good laser printer, and these are quite interesting to follow, so you need to have your wits about you. But I mean, I guess it's fairly logical, isn't it? I guess you can work out what you need to do. So yeah, there's the sum total of the instructions you get. One of these, this is the main event. It's quite light. I wasn't expecting it to be this light. They're supposed to be covered in some stuff. There we go. Okay, so interesting. So they're covered in like a faux leather. So I did cheat a little bit. There was a chap down the road from me where I live, and he's selling a Suzuki Cruiser type bike, and he has these fitted on it. So I assumed what he had was these, but no, these are factory standard on a Suzuki. So they're like OEM equipment. It's just these ones that I've bought are kind of unbranded. He said they'd never leaked. He said the keys were good, and the keys were identical to this. Yeah, his are identical. So these are actually quite big. They're 33 litres, which you can't argue with. Yeah, they're fairly smart. They look alright, and they'll actually follow the shape of the back of my Harley. Should be good. Yeah, it's locked. A bit of a wobble on that. So I can see some adjustment on that actually. You can adjust the lock. I can see where you can adjust that. So, I mean, I won't know until I've tried them, but as it's the only option open to me at the moment, I think I don't have a lot of choice. You can see that these are not shaped for a shock. These are designed for a soft tail. I think there might be a version with a cutout in. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, 300 quid. Yeah, they lock. Same key for both. Yeah, so there we have it. See the back. Very hard plastic. And this is covered with this fake leather stuff. Seems to be so popular these days. There's a little bit of a chrome strip on there. It should look quite nice on the side of my bike, and it should fit with the standard Fatboy exhaust, which is really interesting. Anyway, well, that's the unboxing done, and I'm not disappointed. The quality looks okay, and they look the same as the one that my friend had, which are used as OEM. Oh, and I think it was a Suzuki. It was either that or a Yamaha. It was one of the Jap bikes. So yeah, so reasonable. So here's the Fatboy. And you can see the Fatboy has these trademark twin exhausts, and they come slightly above the back axle, which is a pain obviously for fitting bags. But I did some preliminary measuring and I made a template. I got like a template I made here out of a cornflakes box to see if it would fit, and it would appear to. So I bought them here. So I've test fitted the bag by just pushing it in, and as you can see it's wonky. Now it would clear the exhaust if I lifted it up. The problem is it's hitting the standard indicators. Now I knew there was a high chance it was going to hit the indicators, so I'm going to need to relocate this indicator. So there's loads of videos showing how to do that, so I'm going to go and find a video on how to do that. Okay, so these are a quick look at the brackets. So hidden under this black paint here, I've used some really thick paint. This is kind of the first coat, and I'll sand it back and spray it properly, but this is the anti-rust coat that I've put on them. I've had to cut the brackets quite substantially. Remember, these are completely hidden. You won't see these at all on the bike because they sit behind the bag here, so it doesn't matter if they're not Concords. So yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 brackets, and I've cut all the top off. I've done some reshaping, quite a lot of work to make them actually fit, because out of the box they totally won't fit. But I just wanted to show what I've done to make them fit, basically cut the top off and a bit of reshaping. So here we are in the garage after quite a lot of work of adapting these bags to make them fit. They're now on. They don't look too bad, and I don't think they feel too bad. Let's have a quick look round. So there we go. And the all-important clearance of the exhaust, there's easily a centimetre or more there. So let's just start with that. If your bike isn't a Fatboy and you don't have these two exhausts that run up above the axle, you'll be fine because you've got one either side, so you can just use the standard fitting kit. I've had to do all kinds of stuff, and I've had to butcher the brackets, as you've seen, and I've got half of these bits left. Oh yeah, interestingly, these bits are the spacers that are supposed to go between the rubbers that hold the brackets on, but they're too big. These are machined too big, so you can never tighten them up to squish. So I've just removed them. I guess in the future I could cut them down with a grinder. So right, let's get onto these bags. I'm not sure how this finish is going to last. There's already some small scratches on it. Same for the chrome. I'm not sure I'd want to put this in the salt, but to be honest, this is a fair weather bike. I generally ride in the summer. I'll go out in the rain, obviously, but generally in the summer. So you can't really see any of the brackets because they're all hidden, but I've left this spacer here, which is for my removable sissy bar, because I still want to be able to put my sissy bar on, so if I go somewhere I can put sissy bar luggage or a passenger or whatever on a rack, so I could put a top box on the rack if I wanted. So I wanted versatility, so I can still remove these. It's 4 bolts to remove them. So let's have a look inside one of these. So you can see I've used their bolt here, which is these small metric, but I've used a spare. Remember, this is a Harley, so it's all American Imperial stuff, like we used to use in the 60s in the UK before we saw sense and switched to metric. So yeah, you can see that this is there's some spaces. I've just bodged it with a bolt. I mean, it goes in far enough. It needs to be cut down, but I'm just making sure they're ready. So this is ready to go like this. You can see that because I've got, you see it catches on my indicator slightly there, and click it down. So I can open it and close it fine. I mean, it's not like you open and close these all day. There's some adjustment on this indicator. So what took me so long was I decided, I don't know why, that I was going to make some brackets out of stainless and put these here. I think, to be honest, I'm probably going to get rid of those and buy from my mate Nidge a proper indicator bar that goes on the rear light. It'll probably look much better. So yeah, I need to move this forward. It's quite simple to move in my little homemade bracket. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. So the bags. They don't hit my butt when I sit on the saddle, which is good. Reasonable. There's a bit of wobble there, but I mean, how much are they supposed to wobble? Because it's wobbling on the bracket. It's not going to hit anything, and you can see it's wobbling in parallel with the mudguard. So yeah, there we go. They're both on. They're both in position. Open the other one. That opens. There we go. Quite big in there. You can see that it's quite big and it goes quite deep. I don't know why they've drilled these holes in them. Surely they should let you make your own choice, but I guess I'll put some no more nails or something in that hole and that hole. Maybe it's that bracket thing, but there is no way that this bracket thing would ever fit on my bike. No way, not happening. So right, yeah, there we go. So there they are, one open, one closed. Job's a good one. I think I could go touring with those on. These don't look too shabby. They are huge, so yeah, There we go.